Welcome, everyone, to the first official week of fall and to this week's episode of Forbes Flash. An acquisition roundup. A lot of acquisitions this week. Here are a few of them. Michael Kors acquired Versace for $2.1 billion, along with announcing the change of the name of the group from Michael Kors Holdings to Capri Holdings Limited. The buyout is a significant step towards building a larger, more efficient holding business that would rival that of French heavyweight conglomerate LVMH, who owns Louis Vuitton, Fendi, and Givenchy. SiriusXM will buy music streaming service Pandora for $3.5 billion. It already purchased 19% of the mobile app for $480 million last year, and completion of the all-stock deal would create the world's largest audio entertainment company, which will help the satellite-based platform compete against other personalized streaming music services, such as Apple Music and Spotify. Brian Acton, the co-founder of WhatsApp, is finally speaking out about likely the most expensive stands of moral ground in history. After Facebook acquired the messaging service for $19 billion, who at the time had relatively insignificant revenue, he started to disagree with Mark Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg on the direction of the platform, specifically when it came to encryption and how to monetize, so he walked away, which ended up being a decision that cost him $850 million. In an exclusive interview with Forbes, Acton said, "They are good business people. They just represent a set of business practices, principles, and ethics, and policies that I don't necessarily agree with." Here's a few stories you might have missed this past week. Acton isn't the only one to leave Facebook because of tension with Zuck. Tuesday, Instagram co-founders Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger announced they are leaving Facebook, which acquired their photo-sharing app 6 years ago for $1 billion in cash and Facebook stock. The duo grew their app to more than 1 billion users, becoming one of the fastest-growing products in Facebook's suite of apps. But when it comes to the future of Instagram, Systrom and Krieger don't see eye to eye with Zuckerberg, and they made the decision to resign. They're leaving in the next few weeks and plan to take time off to explore their curiosity and creativity. In more Facebook news, a former Facebook content moderator is suing the company, claiming that the images she was expected to review on the site have given her post-traumatic stress disorder. In the lawsuit, she claims that she was subjected to thousands of videos and images and live-streamed broadcasts of child sexual abuse, rape, torture, bestiality, beheadings, suicide, and murder. Wow, I can't imagine seeing any of those things scrolling through my feed. Over 7,500 people currently moderate Facebook's content, and the company plans to expand that number to 20,000. The mix of full-time employees and contractors look at millions of suspect posts every day. The former employee suing the company is asking Facebook to set up a medical monitoring fund to provide testing and care to content moderators with PTSD. On a lighter note, 2 large companies are changing their names in attempts to rebrand. Dunkin' Donuts will now be known as Dunkin', and Weight Watchers will take on the new name WW. Dunkin' sells more than 2.9 billion donuts a year at its more than 12,500 restaurants around the globe. But its renaming efforts are part of a strategy to stay relevant to younger customers. The change from Weight Watchers is an attempt to refocus its emphasis from diet and weight loss to general health and wellness. How do you stay as innovative as Jeff Bezos? Well, for today's quick tips, we have 3 practices that he implements at Amazon. 1, ban PowerPoint. How many meetings have you been in where the presenter gets interrupted with a question and then responds, "I'm getting there"? Way too many. At Amazon, they start meetings with a 6-page narrative memo and have banned using PowerPoint in those meetings. Bezos bases this off of the way of communicating ideas, not just the format alone. 2, rapid decision-making. Bezos describes decisions as 2 types, reversible and irreversible, and those 2 types should not be treated the same way because different types of decisions did not have equal consequences. A majority of decisions will be reversible, and treating them otherwise makes the process too slow and minimizes risk, which in turn kills innovation. All right, for 3rd, disagree and commit. This fosters the need for speed over the comfort of consensus. Disagreeing and committing is not surrendering, it's a genuine decision to trust your team. Marketing titan Gary Vaynerchuk is investing in under-30 honoree Amani Al-khatahtbeh's company, Muslim Girl, which started as a web project 8 years ago when she bought the domain for $7. Al-khatahtbeh originally created the website after 9/11 to give young followers of Islam a digital safe haven for blogging and defying stereotypes, especially about inaccurate portrayals of Muslims in the media. The now global online hub for young Muslim women has close to 2 million unique visitors a year and hundreds of thousands of social media followers. Gary V is helping the under 30 on her journey to reach her funding goal of $1 million. Things are getting hot and heavy with the dating app war between Bumble and Tinder. After countersuing Tinder's parent company, Match Group, in March for $400 million in damages, Bumble announced on Monday that it will no longer try to settle privately and will instead take Match Group to court. Bumble's founder, Whitney Wolfe Herd, says she believes in standing up for what's right and protecting the company. The announcement appears to be a strategic move as the company is exploring a possible IPO. If Bumble wins in court, Wolfe Herd says they will donate some of the funds to causes that benefit women and female empowerment, as well as Bumble's venture fund.
You know, in reporting out the last edition of the NFL team valuations, one of the biggest things is I think that the fact that ratings for NFL broadcasts have fallen 17% the last 2 years, and so far in 2018 through 3 games are down 1%, are being way overstated in terms of how they're going to impact TV money for football. And here's what I'm talking about. Sure, ratings are down, but when you compare ratings for NFL games compared to all other programming, the NFL still dominates. So the relative value of NFL content, if anything, has gone up, not down. The second thing is, with legalized gambling coming online over the next couple of years on a state-by-state basis, that's also going to increase the interest in TV content. So last year, $4.85 billion was paid to the NFL by the networks, including ESPN. Those contracts expired 2021, 2022. I'm predicting that that TV money could double or come close to doubling. You're going to get a good indication of what I'm talking about in the next DirecTV deal. DirecTV, of course, is the Sunday ticket package. The NFL can opt out of that package with 4 years remaining in 2019, and I think they're going to do that. That deal pays $1.5 billion a year, presently on average, and it was 50% more than the previous deal. Don't be surprised if the NFL gets double of that. And aside from the increased interest from gambling and the NFL's very strong ratings compared to all other programming, we have bigger elephants in the room this time around. Amazon is streaming the NFL. Google has interest. Facebook has interest. With these huge tech companies also looking for top-line programming, the competition for NFL programming is going to really heat up, and it's going to be greater than ever. So forget about those declining TV ratings. The value of NFL content is going to go up anywhere from 50% to 100% with the DirecTV and next round of network deals.
Speaking of Whitney Wolfe Herd and Gary Vaynerchuk, who are two of the incredible people we have lined up to speak at our upcoming Forbes Under 30 Summit, we will be coming to you live from the Under 30 Summit next week in Boston. So stay tuned to our social channels and to the hashtag Under 30 Summit for all the action. Thanks for joining us on Forbes Flash.